The sky was burning. The clouds red with twisted fire. Lightning moving across them. And they descended upon everything. Like a furious battle between God and Satan, good and evil. Like a fire vortex.
We are back, folks. Just like that, we are back. How are y'all doing tonight? We got a double header for you here, folks. It's not sequential, though. These two matches are happening at the same time. Yes, folks. We have Emerald City Blue versus Timbers Army and El Matador versus Emerald City Defiance about to kick off in 5 minutes at the same exact time. So, what do we do in this situation? Well, you guys won't be missing any of the action from both matches because we will be streaming Emerald City Blue versus Timbers Army in full. And you will be able to follow El Matador versus Emerald City Defiance in our little alt stream view during the gameplay. And outside of the gameplay, we do have the ability to show you guys the Cascadia RL stream. So you won't be able to miss a thing, as you can see right here. Alright, so we should be covered. We should be all good to go. Right, I just got back into this because I wanted to discuss real quick the EC Blue versus Timbers Army and EM versus Emerald City Defiance matches. But with less than 5 minutes to go, I think it's appropriate that we preview this by looking at the league standings right now and seeing what they look like at this time. So folks, as you can see right here, Black Army to have a loss this season. Yes, if you missed the match a couple of hours ago, Black Army lost to the Rebellion. And with the win from the Rebellion, they're now potentially in the title race. And that was a big upset too, as the Rebellion swept away Black Army. It was a rough day for them, but we do expect them to bounce back as they are a very, very good team. Now, when it comes to the matches that we have coming up very soon, Emerald City Blue versus Timbers Army is a matchup between two sides that are right next to each other on the table. Honestly, I see that being a very close match. I would not be surprised to see Timbers Army bounce back and really show their best, but Emerald City Blue have been getting better week after week. So this could honestly just go to 5 games. I would not be surprised if this does go to 5 games because these two sides are very close and it's tough to break them. Tough to see a real difference between them. And then you have El Matador versus Emerald City Defiance. which has an even bigger disparity. You have El Matador in 5th in the playoff spot with only 1 loss so far. They have to go against Emerald City Defiance, who unfortunately have lost every match they've played so far. It would be great to see a big upset there. And if you guys want to catch that, you can catch that at the Cascadia RL Twitch channel that is linked in the title. Or if you want to get the actual link, you'll be getting it in the chat shortly. There you have it. If you want to catch that match in full, you want to track that in full with instead of seeing it on the side, then go to that Twitch channel. Otherwise, if you want to catch all the action for EC Blue versus Timbers Army, stick right here, and we will be showing you that match very soon. Now, folks, I do want to highlight a few players for Timbers Army and Emerald City Blue just to really take a deep dive into the match. And for that, I try to see what the best way to do that is. You know what? I think this is it. Let's go in here real quick to the top 5 player stats, because I think this will give us a good idea of how both teams will shape up against each other. So I want you guys to focus on the right side, at the saves columns. You will notice that both Bernada and Nelly are up in the top 5 for saves. I mean, that tells us 2 things. 1, both sides face a lot of chances. They have to deal with quite a bit of adversity for the respective sides. And 2, they're very good at keeping the ball out of the back of the net. And I would not be surprised to see Bernada and Nelly play a big part and start and, be there for their team defensively. Oh yeah, Smashy does get a lot of assists, and you should be seeing that reflected for at the end of week 5 as well. Sorry, bear with me, folks. My throat's in a bad shape, so I'm just trying to make sure I keep it rested up. But yes, we will be going into Emerald City Blue versus Timbers Army very shortly. We're 1 minute away from kickoff, folks. For now, I do want to show one more thing before we head over to the full match. Now, I hope you guys can see this properly. Unfortunately, it is a big table. You might have to go full screen to see it clearly. But based on what you see over here, you have ratings established overall for this season. And this is all thanks to Toad Death, who did a great job at making this based off the stats from all of our matches up to week 4. But one thing I do want to highlight here is, fortunately, you don't see too many EC Blue and Timbers Army players high up. The highest rated player is Huskies, and Huskies has been having a good season so far. So I would not be surprised if he becomes a big difference maker here for EC Blue against Timbers Army. And you also have Christmas up there, who has been playing a big part. And, you have players like Rydog, who are kind of up there, but not that high up. Nelly, who's also up there, not looking too bad. And Piglet. For those 3, they really need to step up, and they need to start playing a bigger part in their matches. I don't know what's been going on this season with them. They just seem a bit sloppier. They seem like they're struggling to get going, really. Like, they start slower than they used to. But as we've seen in week 1 against Black Army, when they get going, they're very, very tough to beat. And that was a really good Black Army team as well, that they were able to, they were able to take the game 5. They just couldn't get the win at the end, though. And since then, it just has been going downhill for them, unfortunately. So we'll see if they can bounce back. Folks, we are about ready to go. We're just waiting for both teams to come in. Right now, Timbers Army are into the lobby. We're just waiting for Emerald City Blue to join. So I think this is a good time to get a prediction going, eh? Let's see if I can get a prediction going for EC Blue versus Black Army. Sorry, Black Army. I said Black Army. Timbers Army, I meant. I'm sorry about that, folks. Long day for me. A lot of speaking. That's what happens. So that's on me. My mistake. So you have 2 minutes to vote on this prediction. So go ahead, vote on the prediction right now, and we'll see who comes out on top. As for me, I will leave Emerald City Blue and Timbers Army at the end because that's a bit tougher. I'm going to discuss that a bit more. But El Matador versus EC Defiance, I see that being a straightforward win. As we highlighted earlier, Bernada has been making a lot of saves for Emerald City Defiance. He needs to play a big part today as well for EC Defiance against El Matador. If he could get those saves going, if he could keep the ball out of the back of the net, there's every chance that EC Defiance can get a goal or 2 off the counter. And for Timbers Army, that man is Nelly. Nelly needs to step up. He needs to have a big series here, a big match here, so that, you know, they could get their second win of the season against EC Blue. And folks, as the predictions are going, both teams are ready to go. So we will just about jumping into that match. And if you're hearing the noise of the injured folks, it's because both teams are in. Here we go, game 1 between EC Blue and Timbers Army. Now both teams only have 3 players, no subs. For EC Blue, it's Huskies, Christmas, and Mr. Funk. And for Timbers Army, it's Nelly, Piglet, and Rydog. The straightforward trio for both sides, the established trio. And in all honesty, you know, there won't be much room for changing things up and really trying to, you know, be unpredictable. It's on these 2 teams of 3 players. They need to make it all count now. Unfortunately, Mr. Huskies looking a little awkward right there. Center by Piglet, and Christmas is able to clear it out. Christmas back on the ball. Flicks it over Rydog. Still has control. Beats Nelly, who bumps away Christmas, and that was incredibly clutch. See if Timbers Army can regain control. But Piglet miscues. Huskies gets the ball out to the middle. And Nelly drags it away. Gets a second touch out into the midfield as well. And Piglet now takes it to the opposite end. Rydog with a shot attempt. Doesn't really get it. Piglet off of the post. Oh, I thought that was going to be it for Timbers Army. But they did not capitalize. And now this shot attempt by Mr. Funk via the corner is not successful as Timbers Army clear the ball out. And right now, both teams are looking very even so far, kind of slow. And I think that's been the story of both teams this season. They have a bit of a slow start, and then they slowly grow into the game. So really, we'll see who gets to it first. Whichever team picks up the pace first and gets going, I think will be the more successful side. Piglet coming in for a shot attempt, but he bumps Rydog out of the way, unfortunately. Big demo though, big 2 demos from Rydog. This is Piglet's chance to get the goal, but he doesn't get that second touch off. Huskies clears it out. Now it's Rydog's turn to get something off the backboard. Nelly with a weak shot. Nelly doesn't get the second touch though. And EC Blue clear it out. Nelly needs to rush back. He needs to be there for a big save. And he's there. He gets the ball out. Christmas couldn't get the bump. Now Nelly's trying to get that second touch, but he's unable to do so. But battling for the ball against Mr. Funk, who then loses it to Nelly. Nelly gets 1 touch, does not get the second. Rydog needs to respect that. He gets the touch though. Off the backboard, he does not have the boost to go for that though. Piglet needs to be careful. It's a 2v1 situation. He's beaten. Mr. Funk looking a little awkward. Huskies misses his touch. Funk needs to get on that. Piglet gets the big first touch. Christmas is back already, and Huskies passes it out to Christmas, who then bails out. Now Huskies needs to do something right here. Gets over 1, but now Piglet has the touch. Gives it to Mr. Funk, and Rydog is able to clear this out. Now it's a bit of a cagey affair, but there's a chance for Timbers Army. Open net. That whip at the back was terrible for EC Blue, and they get punished for it. Huskies just did not expect that hard bounce from the side wall. That played into Timbers Army's favor, as they had the ball all open, no resistance, and no keeper to deal with. Nelly gets the first goal for Timbers Army. 1-0 to Timbers Army. Excuse me right there, folks. Timbers Army are now starting to look a bit more confident. EC Blue are completely on the back foot right now. They need Christmas to help them bring the ball up. That he does. Gets over Rydog, but Nelly clears it out off the backboard. Piglet now touches it into the corner. Husky centers it. Who's there from EC Blue to engage? No one as of yet. They waited for that first touch from Timbers Army. And after they got their touch over to the flanks, they weren't really able to capitalize on this. We'll see if Timbers Army can get this forward. No, they cannot. Nelly looked really awkward right there. Christmas, though, can capitalize. Now it's Rydog's turn. Cannot get the second touch. Huskies clears it out. Husky centers it. Nelly pops it up into the middle. And Piglet clears it out. Rydog has it on the right flank versus Christmas, who's low on boost. Christmas gets the boost. Pinch attempt, but the ball's cleared out. Nelly misses. This is a good chance for Huskies to get the shot, but Piglet gets to it first. Now Christmas with a shot attempt. On target, Rydog with a big save. We kept talking about Nelly and his ability to save. Rydog comes up clutch right there with 0 boost. It's not over yet, folks. Still 30 seconds to go. EC Blue still has a chance, but whips like that will not help. And Piglet is there keeping up the pressure. Can he get that second touch? No, he cannot. Nelly's there off the backboard. Can he get the second shot? No, he cannot. Now Rydog needs to do something right here. Gets a shot on goal. Weak though. And Huskies is able to see it out. But the pressure continues. Nelly! Oh my goodness, how did Christmas save that? Thought Nelly had that shot in. Here we go. Last second, the ball is still up in the air. Mr. Funk just needs to keep it up, but he does not get the right touch. And Timbers Army take game 1. Folks, I apologize for not showing the little preview for the match between EC Defiance and El Matador. That's my bad. I'm going to see if they're playing right now. They're not at this time, as you can see right here. So you didn't really miss much, fortunately. We're just waiting for them to get started as well. But in the meantime, folks, that was a huge win for Timbers Army. I have a feeling that whoever wins game 1 will win the whole match. So I would not be surprised if Timbers Army is able to take advantage right here. And both teams are going in for game 2, folks. We're going to jump right in there very shortly. And the game has already kicked off. Apologies for the delay, folks. You didn't miss much. Only a couple of seconds. Mr. Funk brings it over to the other end. Piglet cannot really clear it out. Bit of trouble for Timbers Army. And Huskies punishes them for their hesitation. 1-0 to EC Blue. I'm not sure what happened right there between Nelly and Rydog. Rydog was just coming back, seeing that his team was in danger, and Nelly was in no man's land in a bad spot. Good start for EC Blue, though. They needed that first goal. Let's see if they can ride that momentum and potentially get some more goals. If there's anyone who's going to get a goal for EC Blue, it is Huskies, who is their biggest offensive weapon. He is their main goal threat for sure, and he's very good at finishing, as you saw right there. Huskies has a second chance. He gets a shot, beats both Timbers Army defenders, and just like that, Timbers Army are 2-0 down to EC Blue. And once again, bit of miscommunication. Rydog and Piglet both going for that, and oh my goodness, they did not do a good job at all. But this is perfect for EC Blue. They needed this kind of response to get back against Timbers Army. We'll see if Timbers Army has a response of their own, if they can get a goal back. Nelly's not able to get that shot. Rydog is positioned in the midfield to do something with this. Lofts it over one. Tries to get it off the backboard to no avail. Now the ball's loose for Huskies, who tries to pass it, but didn't get a good pass right there. See what Nelly can do off the right flank. Gets one touch, does not get the second. Rhydog's out of position. He's in trouble. Huskies back at the net. 3-0. Oh my goodness. Timbers Army once again overcommit. And they leave the net open. And Huskies is there, punishing Timbers Army yet again. And within 1 minute and 10 seconds, Huskies already has a hat trick. EC Blue already has a 3-0 lead. They're looking really good right now, folks. Speaking of looking really good, Nelly comes back with the ideal response for Timbers Army. A goal almost out of kickoff. What a great double tap right there. This is the Nelly we have been looking for all season, and he is coming up big right now. Let's see if he can follow this up with a second potentially. Timbers Army need it. Because right now, EC Blue are looking very good right at this time. Christmas trying to hesitate, but Nelly doesn't bite. Piglet tries to get a shot on target to no avail. Rhydog does not have much boost. Can he do something with that? No, he cannot. Huskies clears it out to the midfield. Funk is going to engage, but Piglet misses. Nelly, though, gets it out with 0 boost. Now it's Rhydog's turn to see what he can do. Gonna ping pong in the midfield right now. Piglet to Rhydog. Rhydog does not get that first touch, but he does get that challenge. Nelly, what can he do? He tries to go for that tight angle shot, but he's not able to make it. Now Rhydog needs to deal with this. Gets a good first touch. Mr. Funk with 0 boost centers it. But he sets it up for Nelly. He tries to give it to Rhydog. Rhydog, though, not able to get that. Bit of miscommunication again as Piglet goes for the same ball as Nelly. Nelly with 0 boost. Shot on target. Awkward, but Huskies is able to bring it out comfortably. Piglet on the right flank. Tries to center it to no avail. Now Nelly can follow up. Drags it into the corner. Doesn't do much with it. And right now, this ball is just stuck in the midfield, and it's to Timbers Army's advantage. They need to start capitalizing on their chances, though. Right now, they're looking a little sloppy as they build up their attacks. And unfortunately for EC Blue, they're not able to get a goal. What an unlucky bounce off the second post. Surely that was supposed to go in, but the game said, nah, not this time. EC Blue, oh my goodness, they're so unlucky. Timbers Army can breathe a sigh of relief. They still have time with less than 2 minutes to go. They just need one more goal, and they are able to pin this EC Blue team on the back foot. But unfortunately for them, it is Mr. Funk who comes up big and gets the 4th goal for EC Blue. 4-1. And at this point, I honestly don't see how Timbers Army can come back unless they can get a quick kickoff goal. Husky centers it in. Christmas unable to take advantage of that. They need a quick goal, Timbers Army. Rhydog, though, unable to get a control off of the ball on the air dribble. It's been the story of this match for him so far. Piglet and Nelly looking to pinch it away, but that just gives the ball back to EC Blue. Piglet, though, tries to challenge and keep the pressure going. Nelly now towards the net. Christmas with a comfortable clearance. He has a chance to get the 50. Rhydog wins it, though, but he does not have boost to follow that up. Mr. Funk clears it out into the middle. Piglet with an awkward touch. Is Nelly there to follow up? Yes, he is. He needs to get the shot on net right now. Off the backboard. Rhydog back into it. We still have 61 seconds to go, folks, and a 2-goal deficit is still not that big. It's recoverable for Timbers Army. This kickoff is very important for Timbers Army. They need to get this right so that they can take advantage of the situation. Rhydog playing it slow. Not able to do much right there. Huskies wins that 50. That's huge. Now Piglet is back to help out Timbers Army. EC Blue still has the ball in the right area. A lot of time being wasted as the ball is just lofting around. Nelly now takes control, gets a 50. Rhydog needs to come up and follow this up. Off the side wall. He needs to do this on his own. Flicks it up. Is Piglet right there? He gets a touch on net. Huskies with a big save. Rhydog, though, keeps up the pressure. Piglet's not able to follow up with 0 boost. Nelly's coming up. Less than 30 seconds to go. They need a goal right now, Timbers Army, so that they can stand a chance here in this game. But EC Blue are defending really well right here so far, folks. And they've seen the attack off. They're putting the pressure up now. They can get a 5th goal right here. Big save. And the clock ticks down in favor of EC Blue. I think we could say this game is well and truly over. EC Blue have won game 2 and are back into this match. Folks, let's see what's going on in the other matchup between EC Defiance and El Matador. We're going to be there very shortly. So as you can see right here, El Matador did indeed win game 1. And we are in overtime now. Let's see if EC Defiance can come back and take advantage of the situation. Excuse me. Get back into this match is what I wanted to. Sorry, I'm multitasking right now. That's on me. Ball's in the midfield. Caesar over to the other side. Can he get that double tap? He gets the game winner for El Matador in game 2. And El Matador lead 2-0 against EC Defiance. Folks, we're going to be jumping in very soon to game 3 of EC Blue versus Timbers Army very shortly. Here we go. You won't be able to miss any of the action though, as we will be showing the EC Defiance and El Matador series in our little picture-in-picture display right here. For now though, that matchup is at an intermission. And let's go back to our own matchup right here. Huskies sees this off, doesn't get a good touch. Piglet towards the back of the net. Off target though, and Christmas is able to clear it off. Mr. Funk needed to be right there to stop Nelly from taking advantage. Piglet centers it. Rhydog's trying to go. See, oh, he thought he was not going to get to that ball, but that whiff threw him off. Now Nelly keeps the ball in the midfield, but Mr. Funk is able to see this off. Funk, can he follow this up? Funk doesn't even follow it up. All he needed was that shot. 1-0 to EC Blue. And it looks like Piglet didn't get a good launch, and he just got a little desperate. And as a result, EC Blue gets the lead against Timbers Army. Uh-oh, Nelly misses it. Huskies is following it up. This is the chance for Mr. Funk to get the second, but he does not get the shot on target. Huskies turn again. Cleared off the wall by Nelly. Piglet gets the full boost. Did he get a touch? No, he gets bumped away for his trouble. Rhydog, though, challenges that ball. It's still in the midfield. Nelly takes advantage of it. Big demo by Rhydog. Christmas, though, is back there to see this off. Good pass attempt, but Huskies has to deal with a ghost touch. How unfortunate. And that means Timbers Army gets to keep the ball. Off the backboard. Rhydog lofting it up. Once again, off the backboard. Piglet follows it up. Big save by Christmas. Yeah, I believe said Christmas is named that often, if at all. When it comes to big attacking plays, he's mostly been playing a more supportive defensive role, and he whiffs the ball. Piglet, though, should have made that 1-1. Unfortunate for him, he does not get the shot on target, and EC Blue can breathe a sigh of relief. They've been stuck at the back here this whole time, though. It's just been incredible to see how much they've been struggling here so far, EC Blue. They're finally able to get a breathing. They got finally able to get some breathing room by getting the ball away from the back. Let's see if they can get some pressure going. They need to push up here, though. Mr. Funk gets beat. Bump! Teammate bump between Piglet and Rhydog, but that's to face Piglet in any way. Husky's not going for a double tap. He misses the ball. Nelly's able to clear it off to the other side. And Rhydog gets the equalizer for Timbers Army. Should be good to go now on the PIP. I apologize for that. I thought I had that up. That's not me. That's my bad. As you can see, though, El Matador does lead against Emerald City Defiance in this game 3. Not be surprised to see that be a sweep for them. But at this time, EC Blue and Timbers Army has been a close matchup, folks. Timbers Army back in it. Let's see if they can get this going. This has been a really good game here, folks, so far. Very even matchup. Both sides going tit for tat. Going back and forth. Nelly on target. Nelly under the crossbar. 2-1 to Timbers Army against EC Blue. And that was all because of Rydog trying to interfere, but I think it was more so Huskies not being in the right position. And then, I believe that was Christmas at the back. Wasn't able to get back on time. Just got caught off guard overall, unfortunately, for them. And Timbers Army are back in the lead. Could they get a third? Rydog! Oh my goodness, that was an open net, but I don't think he was aware. And he gets a save for EC Blue with that unfortunate touch. Oh, he's probably gonna kick it. He's probably kicking himself for that right now. But Timbers Army still keep that pressure going. They're looking way better with their rotations right now. Their players have more boost overall. Rydog follows this up, tries to get a second touch to no avail. Huskies is able to clear this out. Now Piglet gets control of the ball right here. Big 50 in the midfield. Nelly is not able to get any boost. He bails out. Rydog is coming up. See if he can do something right here. Piglet gets the boost to the midfield, although Husky still has enough. Christmas now, going for a solo play. Gets bumped away by Nelly. What a big bump by Nelly against Christmas. Demos Nelly for his trouble right there. Balls in the midfield. Both Rydog and Piglet miss. Oh, man, you hate to see that. Still a little bit of sloppiness. Christmas gets it off the ceiling. Second touch up. Huskies beats one. Whiff from Nelly. Huskies does not get the second touch. He needs to bail out and rotate back. Christmas has zero boost. Nelly's carrying the sub. Cannot beat Mr. Funk. Great defending right there from Funk as he sees that off. Piglet with a weak shot. Straightforward save for Christmas, but he might have given that up to Nelly. Nelly has enough boost. Can he do something right here? Cannot get the second touch on target. Rydog needs to bail out. Piglet's there to follow up. Huskies with a big 50 win. 30 seconds to go. EC Blue look like they're in a bit of trouble, and they're in much bigger trouble now because Timbers Army gets a 2-goal lead. That's really, really unfortunate for Christmas. He was going off the wall to get a big save and get his team back in, and unfortunately he whiffs that. Timbers Army up 3-1 with less than 30 seconds to go. EC Blue need a quick goal right here to put Timbers Army on the back foot. But so far, Timbers Army have looked way better. Pass him right off to Nelly. 4-1. Similar scoreline to Game 2. But this time, it's in Timbers Army's favor. And that is vintage Timbers Army, folks. Rydog up early, seeing that ball coming in. Passes it straight to Nelly, who gets that quick shot on target. And EC Blue were just not ready at all for that, folks. The clock ticks down. Can EC Blue get a consolation goal? Unfortunately for them, the ball is on the other side. Can Timbers Army get a fifth? No, they cannot. Timbers Army are back in the lead. And folks, we are going to jump straight into the other matchup between EC Defiance and El Matador. El Matador currently with a 3-0 lead. Luis having just scored right on cue. And I think that is game, set, and match for El Matador. Now, that last game win was huge for Timbers Army. They needed that. They won game 1. They're now leading after game 3. We'll see if EC Blue can take us to game 4 and potentially, sorry, not take us to game 4, potentially win game 4 and take us to game 5 at Champions Field. Or will Timbers Army see off EC Blue and get a second win this season? And at this time, EC Defiance does get a goal back. They have a chance if they can get a second goal right about now. This kickoff is in their favor. Green Mario gets the goal back with 21 seconds to go. This is trouble. This spells trouble for El Matador. They need to be careful right here. But folks, we're going to jump right back in to game 4 between EC Blue at Timbers Army. Timbers Army lead 2-1 in this matchup, folks. Good kickoff for Timbers Army right here so far. So right now, Drydog tries to play it up. Is he going to get that second touch? He does! Oh my goodness, that was close. But the ball stayed in front of the goal line. It just did not want to go in. And as you can see in the little picture, folks, El Matador has swept EC Defiance game, set, and match. And with that said, folks, we're now going to focus fully on EC Blue versus Timbers Army. And right now, it's been a good start for Timbers Army. A little bit of sloppiness. Wait a minute! Oh my goodness, that looked like an incredible adjustment there from Nelly, from Piglet, I believe. But Christmas was back in time and able to clear it off. Or it might have been Huskies, I don't know who exactly. But EC Blue were able to deal with this. Now they have a shot on net. Right outside, able to get up for it. And EC Blue takes the lead in Game 4. Apologies for that, folks. Just resting my throat right now. Just trying to rest up my voice before I could kill it, basically. But right now, Rydog gets the ball off the ceiling. Gets a shot on net. Christmas with a big save off the post. What's that? Off the crossbar. Piglet, though, off the post. Not able to get that shot in. Rydog with a clutch save. 0 boost shot. But this ball is trickling towards the net. Not on target, though. Oh my goodness, Huskies went in with a powerful pitch, but Timbers Army were somehow able to keep that off the net. Oh man, what a sequence right there. What a close game here so far too. Pressure's not over yet. Huskies not able to get a shot on target. Christmas speed, Funk is no boost. The corner boost is gone as well. Rydog leaves the ball in the middle, but no one's able to get there. Now Piglet has to keep the pressure up. Gets lucky with that 100 boost snatch from the middle. Nelly clears it up. Nelly goes for a shot near the post. Nelly gets the equalizer for Timbers Army. And once again, Nelly with a double tap off the backboard. He says, I'm going to take care of this. If we can't create a goal as a team, I can create it as an individual. And EC Blue are on the back foot yet again. This happened in Game 3 as well. They need to make sure they don't let that second goal in. They need to be more defensively solid and just accept being in this 1-1 state for a while if it means they can stay in this matchup. So far, they're looking good, though. Mr. Funk going in towards the net, going for a big 50. But big win by Timbers Army right there. They're able to bring it up into the midfield. Piglet comes up, tries to get a shot on target to no avail. Now he has 30 boost. What can he do with that? He can beat Huskies with that. Cannot get it past Funk, though. Christmas, we haven't been able to see much of him on the offense yet. But he's been a good supportive foil for his teammates. Unfortunately for him, Timbers Army have really stepped up their game right here. And they're looking much better as a team than they have at any other point in the season outside of Week 1. Christmas beats 1 with 0 boost, though, and there's no one to follow this up for EC Blue. They're all looking rough with their boost situation. They're trying to go for demos and bumps, but Nelly keeps his composure. Nelly on his own. He's not able to dribble it into the back of the net. Rydog gets a good first touch. Rydog beats Funk. Cannot beat Christmas, though, and Huskies is going to see if he can take charge, but he lets it go for Christmas. Ball in the middle, ball all open. Piglet gets the lead for Timbers Army with 90 seconds to go. So I'm checking the chat right now. Dr. Aquatic says, if it goes to Game 5, who do you got, Maz? Tough question. But I think I'm going to stick with my guns here because Timbers Army won Game 1. I'm going to say Timbers Army in Game 5 as well. But we're not there yet because Timbers Army are leading. Both Rydog and Nelly were going for that. Somehow they were able to keep control, but not to get the second touch off the backboard. Now Christmas with 0 boost tries to play a pass, but Piglet clears it out. Funk still keeping that pressure up, though. but it's seen off by Rydog. Piglet bails out. Ball's in the corner. This is set up for Mr. Funk. Let's see if he can take advantage of this. Christmas going for a bump. Pass to Huskies. Ball's right there in the middle. Funk is not able to adjust. Still in the middle. And Piglet clears it off. So a really close game so far with less than a minute to go. Timbers Army have been able to absorb the pressure for the last minute or so. Last 30 seconds or so. It's close to a minute now. And with 30 seconds left in this game, EC Blue are needing to get that goal. They need to keep this pressure up. Timbers Army are on the back foot right now. They need to take advantage right here. Mr. Funk going for a bump to no avail. He needs to get some boost to get back into position. So Huskies won that challenge. Huskies into the middle. Funk now flicks it up. Is there anyone to challenge that? Funk gets back into it. Christmas needs to adjust. Off the side wall, but that ball is going backwards. Huskies flicks it up. Nelly, can he clear this off? He misses. Huskies! 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 Gets the equalizer! A 0-second equalizer! From out of nowhere! But when you get the opportunity, you have to make your chance count. And EC Blue did just that, courtesy of Huskies coming up clutch. We are in overtime, folks. This is it. This is squeaky bum time. Both teams need to be careful right here. Both teams need to make sure they don't lose in this position. This is a huge potential turning point for EC Blue. They can potentially win the match with all the momentum on their side as they are so close. Christmas with a soft touch towards Funk. Huskies the shot on target. Big save. And Rydog keeps it solid as a rock. Keeps that ball out of the back of the net. And now contributes to a demo to the third man. Big win by Nelly in the midfield. Has to go back though. Piglet takes over. Gets a shot with 0 boost. Oh my goodness. Big challenge by Funk. Huskies now. Tries to see if he can do something right here. It's a big win. Christmas this time. Huskies tries to get a shot on goal. Now Rydog with 0 boost. Has to challenge Funk for it. The ball rolls out to Piglet. Nelly clears it off to the other side. Piglet tries to see if he can get a shot. He's very close right there, but he's not able to get it. Oh, man. What a close effort that was. Christmas trying to get it in. Unfortunately for him. Actually, what am I saying? Fortunately for him, he's able to get it off to the other side. Funk now has it in the midfield. And Christmas is going to see if he can get some control right here. Gets it off the corner. Beats one. Still has the dribble. Cannot be Rydog though. Funk clears it out to the middle. He's unable to follow this up. Nelly towards the other side. Christmas clears it off with 0 boost. Huskies needs to recover though. That net is open. But Timbers Army are sitting back. They're playing more conservatively. Can Nelly back pass it? Plays it right to the middle. Perfect pass to Piglet. Cannot get it on target. Doesn't matter. Everyone was back there. But Rydog makes it count. Rydog says game, set, and match. Rydog gets the game winner for Timbers Army. And that is it, folks. Unfortunately, we do not get Game 5. But Timbers Army get a huge win against Emerald City Blue right here. They needed it. Congratulations to Timbers Army on the second win of the season. Tough luck for EC Blue. They put up a very good fight. They looked really good. But unfortunately for them, I think that Game 1 loss was telling. And Timbers Army saw the whole match off after that Game 1 win. Man, that was a really good matchup. Both teams kind of started off sloppy, but they grew into it. Timbers Army, though, they started showing what they're all about. They started looking like their old self again. This might be the win they need to start gaining some momentum and confidence and potentially making a push for that 6th spot in the playoffs. And Luis said he just joined in time for that OT goal. Yeah, we've had some good games tonight, Triple C. I definitely agree. Luis, since you're in the chat, feel free to tell us how you felt about that matchup against EC Defiance. We weren't really able to catch a lot of it, but we were still able to see some. Unfortunately, Twitch was kind of glitching out and not really giving us a live feed, but that's fine. It is what it is. It's also on me too. I was too focused in on the action. But I hope you guys were able to catch some of El Matador versus DC Defiance. And I hope you guys enjoyed Emerald City Blue versus Timbers Army. Triple C says in chat, League seems to get stronger players every day. I agree. And the existing players are getting better as well. So don't be surprised if towards the end of the season, the table layout looks completely different. So folks, we are going to have an interview from Timbers Army. We are going to have someone from them joining very shortly. No interview from Emerald City Blue though. So once I get this interview set up, we should have someone from Timbers Army coming in all ready to go. So I hope everyone was able to catch at least some of the action from the other match between El Matador and EC Defiance. I hope that was a good one too. Luis Suarez saying, we scored more goals than the opponent, which is good. I mean, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it? Just getting the goals. You got to score them to make it count. Otherwise, you know, you're not going to win. Simply put. Bear with me for a sec, folks, as I get a Timbers Army player in. And very shortly now, we will be having... Drum roll. Right on, again. Right on. How you doing?
It's good, man. It's late. I'm doing this interview and going to bed.
I understand, so I won't take too much of your time, dude. I appreciate you at least having this interview right now. That felt like a huge win for Timbers Army. You know, you guys needed that to get some momentum going. How do you guys feel about it after beating EC Blue 3-1?
Yeah, we feel good. It's just been kind of a weird season. I did want to shout out EM specifically just from the chaos from last week, and glad that, you know, Luis is okay and with the hurricane, the weather and stuff. So it's just been kind of a weird season for us. We haven't been, you know, playing as much just because of our schedules are just super weird. But like I'm on my gaming rig in Atlanta right now, so I'm not even home with the guys, so it's a little weird, but I'm happy we got a result. And we were just saying, like, right before the series, like, guys, we just gotta win. Like, I don't know what it is, we just gotta win, and we did, so thankful for that.
Absolutely. And you guys did get that win, you know, one way, shape, or form. You guys turned up and delivered, and we started to see some of the Timbers Army of old. So I'm just curious, how much was that game one? How much of an influence did that game one have in your mentality? Because it seemed like you guys were getting back to your best as this match went on.
Yeah, no, we knew we needed to start strong, and just because, yeah, we just haven't been that SGL knows and loves. I think 100% of that is just we just haven't played like at all really with each other. So just like I said, because of timing and scheduling and everything. So we're hoping to get back to that here in the next few weeks too, as things start to calm down just a little bit. But yeah, no, it felt good to get game one, and then game three we were talking about football, so we kind of got a little distracted. It let in 3 goals right at the beginning, but you know, we bounced back, and like I said, when we're locked in, we're locked in, and then once we figure out the chemistry a little bit with just playing more and more, we'll be back.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? There's still a long season. You still have a lot of matches to go. And next week, I think you guys are playing. Let me see. Who
Rebellion, I think.
Oh yeah, the Rebellion. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Now, they just beat Black Army 3-0. They swept them. You know, that's a formidable opponent for you guys. So, even though you guys won this and are now, you know, back in the race for 6th, you guys are facing a very difficult team with the Rebellion. So how do you guys plan on preparing for that?
We just got to play more. Like, I think we can compete with them, and like I said, it's just been scheduling has just been terrible. Like our schedules are we're just doing real life things, you know, and of course the MLS season is coming to a close too with the supporters groups and everything, so that's been crazy as well. But no, yeah, it's gonna be a good match next week. I feel like, and Maz, you and I have talked about this on broadcast and even behind the scenes, like this season, like you can't take anybody lightly. Like there's no really like gimme games. Anybody can pop off at any moment, and that's exactly how we felt going into this game too. And then yeah, like next week as well. Like for Rebellion to sweep Black Army, is crazy. So yeah, we're gonna have to do maybe some extra work in the film room and on the field too to get ready for that one. That's a crazy result.
Yeah, for real. It just goes to show you that you have to take the Rebellion super seriously now. But with that said, week 6, you have a roster update window, so you could potentially bring in a new player. So if you guys have anyone lined up potentially to strengthen your team, or to at least add some more depth.
There's some things going around. I don't wanna spill too much, but we got our eyes on some people, and that's all I'm gonna say about that this time.
Hey, all good. That's fine. We'll see if you guys have anyone coming in. And one last question, because I don't want to take too much of your time. You did talk about MLS and the supporters group wrapping up its activity. After you guys basically are unable to make it into the playoffs officially, right? Is that true, or is that an unofficial thing?
I think Palace and I were talking about this. I think we needed a result on Wednesday to be like already in, but I think we're like basically in. I think like the goal swing is like 19 goals or something. Like Austin has to win by like 19 goals or like something ridiculous. So we're like at least I haven't really looked at the table, to be fair, so that could be totally wrong, but yeah, hopefully we squeak into the playoffs. I'd love to be able to go back with the gang one more time, because I'm like I said, I'm away this weekend, so I won't even be at their last home match, but it's all right.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm wondering about. Like, if the team does make it into if the team does seal the deal and make it into the playoffs, I'm guessing the wild card round, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys talked about what you guys are going to do as an SG in preparation for the playoffs? Have there been any discussions about stuff like that? Like, give us some insight into how that would work with Timber's Army.
Yeah, I think there's always discussions about, especially like for tifos and stuff too. Like there's going to be, or there should be, one this weekend for the last home game, and then of course we've got decision day at Seattle for playoffs and Cascadia and all that stuff. So that'll be a fun weekend next weekend. But of course that's away. But yeah, I think there's always like ideas and things like getting ready to be in motion, and then of course like once like things actually like are mathematically correct and like we're actually locked in, that's when kind of the more of the like solidifying of the plans take shape a little bit.
Right. Sounds good. So you see what Timbers Army has in store for us for the playoffs. Now, I'm going to let you go very soon, but if the floor is yours now, if you want to say anything, go ahead.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sounds like you guys, there was a ton of games, so shout out you, Maz, for doing it. And then, of course, I think EC RC maybe, or EC Defiance was on Smashly's stream, which I'll have to go check out after. But yeah, I love the league, and like I said, it's been just kind of a weird season for us. But shout out my teammates for making it happen, and we will hopefully be back to more of a regular schedule, regular things next week. So yeah, we will see you guys next time, I guess. That's all I got.
Hey, all good. Thank you for that, Rydog. And also, yeah, shout out Cascadia RL, shout out Smashly for running the stream and being able to stream the other match so that people are able to catch some of that action as well. And shout out to you, Rydog. Yeah, hey, you got your second win, and I will tell you, Timbers Army are definitely back in the race for 6th place, and I'll be showing the league table off shortly, but I'm gonna let you go now so you can get some rest and go to bed. All right, so have a good night, dude, and I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Peace.
Okay, peace. Right, folks. So I'm going to jump right to the league table right now because we have it updated with all but one match left to play. And as you can see right here, El Matador are up to 3rd with 14 points after their convincing win against Emerald City Defiance. And with the sweep, they now have a better win percentage than Black Army. So if El Matador keep winning, they have a chance at usurping Black Army. So that should get really interesting as well, folks. And as you can see right here, Timbers Army with their 3-1 win are now up in 6th, knocking Los Verdes down to 7th place. A Los Verdes team that, despite only having 1 win, has 10 points because they won 2 games in several of their matches this season already. So every game counts, folks. If you win your games, you will be in contention, as Los Verdes are showing right now this season. But yeah, we have one more matchup left, folks. That last matchup is between Los Verdes and Steel Army. Yeah, Emerald City does have a bye week right now, so you won't be able to see much from them. But Los Verdes versus Steel Army is going to be coming up hopefully before the end of this week. That's going to be the final match. Folks, we're going to wrap up the stream right now. I need to get some rest. I need to go to bed as well. I'll probably get something to eat and then go to bed. But let's take a final recap of this, of the results for the couple of matches that got played out today. Sorry, losing my words. Emerald City Blue fought hard. They fought valiantly in a very close match against Timbers Army. But Timbers Army saw off Emerald City Blue in Game 4 overtime, and they won their matchup 3-1. El Matador looked more comfortable, although they had to deal with an overtime as well. And they were able to see off Emerald City Defiance 3-0. Folks, that about wraps it up. Thank you very much for hanging out here. Thank you very much for watching. Shout out Cascadia RL to Smash GFC for running this stream on their end. Thank you all very much for watching this and for playing out your games. GG's, everyone. Have a good night, and we will catch you next time. Peace.